the girl they never valued. Emily Carter had spent her entire life trying to earn her family's love. She was the youngest daughter in the Carter family, but instead of receiving affection, she became the person everyone blamed whenever something went wrong. Her older sister, Sophia, was their parents' favorite. She always wore expensive clothes, received expensive gifts, and everyone praised her for every little achievement. Emily, on the other hand, woke up before sunrise every morning. She cleaned the house. She prepared breakfast. She washed clothes. She studied late at night while everyone else was sleeping. Yet no one ever said, "Thank you." Instead, her mother would shout, "Emily, why isn't the floor clean?" Her father would add, "You'll never become successful like your sister." Every word felt like another scar on her heart. Still, Emily never argued. She silently whispered to herself, "One day my life will change." Years passed. Emily graduated from university with the highest grades in her class. She expected her parents to finally feel proud. Instead, they skipped her graduation ceremony because Sophia wanted them to attend a fashion event. Emily stood alone outside the university, holding her diploma. She smiled through her tears. At that moment, an elderly woman accidentally dropped her shopping bags. Emily immediately ran to help. The woman smiled warmly. "You have such a kind heart." Her name was Mrs. Eleanor Brooks, a wealthy businesswoman known for helping young people. She invited Emily for tea. After hearing Emily's story, Mrs. Brooks said, "Success isn't decided by the family you're born into. It's decided by the heart you carry." Those words changed Emily forever. Mrs. Brooks offered her an internship at her company. Emily worked harder than anyone else. She stayed late every evening. She never complained. She treated everyone with kindness. Within 3 years, she became one of the company's youngest managers. Meanwhile, her family began facing serious financial problems. Her father's business failed. Their expensive lifestyle disappeared overnight. Sophia abandoned the family after marrying a rich man who later left her for someone else. Suddenly, the daughter they always admired was gone. One rainy evening, Emily received a phone call. Her mother was crying. "We need your help." Emily drove to their old house. Despite everything they had done to her, she brought groceries, paid their bills, and arranged medical care for her father. Her parents looked at her with shame. Her mother whispered, "We spent years loving the wrong child." Emily smiled gently. "I never wanted revenge. I only wanted a family." Months later, during a charity event organized by Mrs. Brooks' company, Emily met a young architect named Daniel Harris. Daniel wasn't rich because of inheritance. He had built everything through honesty and hard work. He admired Emily's kindness more than her success. Instead of expensive gifts, he brought her flowers picked from his mother's garden. Instead of fancy promises, he always kept his word. Their friendship slowly turned into love. One evening, Daniel took Emily to a quiet hill overlooking the city at sunset. He held her hands and said, "I don't promise a perfect life, but I promise you'll never feel alone again." With tears in her eyes, Emily answered, "Yes." A few months later, they celebrated a beautiful wedding surrounded by friends who truly loved them. Even Emily's parents attended. Her father stood before everyone and said, "I spent years searching for success, without realizing the greatest blessing was my own daughter." Emily hugged him. She had forgiven them, not because they deserved it, but because forgiveness finally set her free. Years later, Emily and Daniel built a happy home filled with laughter, respect, and unconditional love. Whenever people asked Emily the secret of her happiness, she smiled and replied, "Your past may shape your story, but it never has to decide your ending."